Now we're going to show you how to tape the inside of the cabinet so we can create a lip of tape for the paper to mask the inside of the cabinet. Okay, so this area right here, we're going to mask that right there. Anything that's underneath the cabinet, it doesn't matter. This could be completely filled. We're covering it with paper entirely so it's all protected. Okay, so I'm going to take my 1-inch tape right here and I'm going to go ahead and measure the lengths of the areas I'm taping. So I'm going to pull this back a little bit. I'm going to measure this and I'm going to go about 1 inch over. Okay, so the length of the inside opening here, about 1 inch over. Okay, now I've got little tiny things sticking out here, so I'm going to have to work around that, but I'm going to go about 1/3 to 1/2 on that. So as long as 1/3 of the tape or more to half is on there, we're going to be good. And there's that. Now that I've tacked it on there, I'm going to press hard. You never know what's behind this lip here. It could be a little bit of dirt. You want to press hard so that it doesn't come loose when you put the paper on it. Then you got a big problem. Then you got a problem you got to fix. Okay, so now I've taped it and it's hard. Same thing with the top. You're going to measure the width and then it's all the way across. So I'm going to measure the whole width of that. 1 inch over. Going to come underneath, do 1/3 to 1/2. I usually do 1/3. I want a lot of that tape lip so I can get my paper on real easy. And I'm pressing, tacking every 6 to 12 inches. Once I tacked it softly, I'm going to push hard. You push as hard as you possibly can to ensure that that tape doesn't come off, okay? Same thing on the left side here, it's the same thing as the right side there. The bottom is a little different. The bottom, I'm going to measure about 1 inch over, and I'm going to start about half of it on the inside here. I'm going to go ahead and push that tape with my fingers, and I'm pushing it, contouring it to the edge there. I want it really hard, and then I'm just going to pull this up a little bit so that it's vertical again, because when you push it like that, it goes slanted like 45. You want to push it back up to be vertical 90 degrees, right? And that should be enough to hold the paper. Sometimes I'll push, increase it at the front here so that it stands straight up. Same thing with the left side here. So I'm going to reposition this camera. And you can see the left side right here. We're going to tape. Same thing as the right, it's just opposite. And we're going to tape right here. Contour it to the metal piece that's sticking out there. And I'm doing 1/4, 1/3, no more than half. Half is pushing it. I'd rather do 1/4 to 1/3 of the tape onto that wooden ledge than anything more than that. I got it on, I'm pushing hard, making sure that tape doesn't get loose. So here's what it looks like all the way around.